Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Cooking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try nobody, grip the trigger. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Cooking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try nobody, grip the trigger. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. My bitch is bad and bougie, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bougie, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi.
What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am back with the all new, all tea, all shade Real Housewives of Atlanta season 9, episode 13 review. Sorry I was gone last week. I took a week off to get started on my next novel, Cranes in the Sky. I know a lot of you didn't know that I was taking a week off because you don't follow me on social media. So please make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all updates on anything related to my YouTube channel, my books, or anything I have going on in my life. All of my social media information is down below in the description box. But I have some behind the scenes tea for you all. So let's get right into it. I missed you guys.
It's a savage ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too.
The first bit of tea I have is on Nene Leakes and Kim Zolciak. So they both will be making an appearance on this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. But the other ladies aren't too happy about it. So here is the tea. Nene Leakes and Kim Zolciak won't get a warm welcome from their fellow Real Housewives of Atlanta cast members who think the former dynamic duo is too messy and too expensive. Sources close to Real Housewives of Atlanta tell us the women are saying there's no need to bring back Nene and Kim because all they bring is over-the-top drama just to get camera time. As one source put it, there's no substance. We're told there's also a financial concern that Kim and Nene's bloated salaries might chew up the budget, resulting in lower raises for the current cast. Our source says certain housewives called production Thursday to complain about the infamous frenemies returning. We're told some of the current housewives feel dissed after working hard to keep ratings up, which they have, and now producers want to add bullshit. Ironically, it sounds like all the dissent would create real drama with substance. However, Sheree Whitfield told us Thursday she'd welcome them with open arms. I just bet you would, Sheree, because you need the check more than anybody. Also, in Housewives news, we had the mid-season trailer released, and if you have not seen it, I have it for you all. Check it out now.
Nice to meet you, ladies.
This is Apollo's girlfriend, soon to be Miss Snyder.
It just felt like sabotage. I didn't know she was coming. That don't make it right.
She said, disgusting with the host being the trifling woman who was texting my husband.
This is what
Let me finish. I am talking.
Girl, you
Not
better
today.
change that tone. Who was kissing me in the club?
I'm not into teacups.
like
Short and stout,
sugar.
bitch.
Hi.
Your husband doesn't have a job right now, so worry about that.
Bitch, you want to be me. You want to have a baby. You can't. You want to have a man. You don't.
Bye, bitch. I know I'm not a duck like your lips.
Pheadra, she said I had a sex dungeon. It doesn't exist.
This is bull. Don't come to me about my business if you don't want your help.
Girl, don't tempt me.
Let's hold down for a second.
For her to put that out there about me, it took everything in me. Not to choke this shit out this bitch. Better watch out.
That shit is crazy. I cannot wait. The last bit of tea that I have for you all is on Kandi. Kandi's contract is up after this season, and she stated that she doesn't know if she will return next season. She has mixed feelings about whether or not she will be returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta next season. I'm pretty sure that she will, because she's one of the highest paid in the franchise. Her and Kenya are the highest paid of this particular cast now that Nene is gone. But let's get into tonight's episode. I'm so excited. So we start off this episode exactly where we left off on the last episode, with Kenya and Porsha still arguing about her rehabilitation or whatever the fuck she going through. So Porsha says anger management is going fine. They all then arrive to the campsite. Some of the girls have to bunk together because Pheadra only made reservations for 6 of the ladies. Marlo says, you know, she got gas and shit. She gonna be farting and she don't want to bunk with no other bitches. I'm like, Girl, didn't nobody invite you in the first place. Why are you even here? You're not even a part of the cast. Like, you just complaining. Like, go home, shit. Go home, Roger. She just complaining about how awful the trip is and this, and that. I'm like, bitch, you need to be happy somebody was willing to give you camera time. So Sheree brings up to Marlo once they go in their room about the girls saying Candy is a lesbian. I'm like, here she go. Sheree knew exactly what she was doing when she told Marlo. She baited Marlo. She knew that Marlo was going to be like, ooh, girl, I'm going to bring it up because, you know, she wants all the camera time that she can get because she wants to be a housewife so bad, but they'll never give her ass a peach. So, of course, Marlo plays right into Sheree's hands. Sheree says she doesn't know if she should bring it up to the girls. And, of course, Marlo was like, well, shit, bitch, if you don't want to, I'll bring it up. So, the next day, later on that night, they go to the campsite. Kenya asked Sheree to help her with her air mattress and she knows all about that. And I was like, bitch, you shady as hell. Remember that season when Sheree had her kids sleeping on motherfucking air mattresses? I ain't forgot that shit. So they all sit around the campfire and then they bring up the Ask Marlo segment that she wants to have. Marlo gives fashion and makeup tips to all the girls, and then she points Kenya out and tell Kenya that she needs to fix her lashes because her lashes are too thick and shit. And I'm like, girl, why did you go there? Now, that was not fucking necessary. So Lauren brings up Marlo and Kenya not being friends anymore, and she asks why. Kenya says, you know, she don't really want to discuss it because they already talked about it. There's really nothing to discuss. Marlo tells her that she's miserable and she can't keep a broke man. I was y'all are shady as fuck. And then she goes on to say if a person mother don't even want to be bothered with them, then you know that she's evil. Way over the line. Team too much. That was just wrong as fuck. She should not have brought up that woman's mother. It wasn't even that fucking deep. All because she didn't invite you to a fucking birthday party. All these hoes on this fucking franchise are fake. None of y'all are friends for real. I feel like they were just hitting way below the line. It was unnecessary. And I'm surprised Kenya held it together as much as she did, because I would have got up and slapped the dog shit out of her. But that's what Marlo wanted her to do. She wanted her to act out of her character. And I'm happy that Kenya didn't play into her hands. Candy even says in her green screen that Marlo went way over the line and that she went too far. Marlo then tells Kenya, you want my lifestyle? And Kenya was like, girl, don't nobody want to be no prostitute. And I'm like, hallelujah, somebody said it, because we all know Marlo hoes for $1. And she's a thief. She's a stealer. She's write bad checks. That's what that bitch do. Don't nobody want to be a fucking career criminal at 45, bitch. Sit down. Pheadra says that they all need to make a conscious effort to change and stop calling each other names and stuff. And I was like, somebody said it. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. Sheree then feels that it's not the right time to bring up the whole lesbian room. I'm like, bitch, for once, just shut your mouth. Don't even bring it up, period. So the next day, the girls gather for lunch. Kenya says she's not going to pay Marlo no mind because enough people pay for her services. Good one. So Kenya gets to plan the second day of activities on Phedra's behalf. So Kenya asks Faith, is she divorced yet? And she says almost. It's been going on a year, but she hasn't finalized everything yet. Candy then says, you know, I thought you can get a divorce within 60 days if your spouse is in jail. And Phedra's like, no, I ain't never heard of it or whatever, trying to play dumb. But everybody know that Pheadra is a known fucking liar. So Cynthia says that her divorce will be wrapping up soon, but that Peter opted not to be at the settlement signing, and she's very upset about that because it was like their last hurrah. She just wanted to go out, you know, peacefully, at least so they'll be able to look at each other and just, you know, woo side out. But he doesn't want to be a part of it, and she's very emotional about it. And I was like, well, you gotta respect it. So the girls all go kayaking and they have a good time and shit. Then later on at night, they go to dinner and they all were talking about how much fun they had throughout the day. Kenya says to Marlo that she was upset that she hurt her and apologizes to her again. This time, Marlo accepts her apology and says that she's sorry too. Marlo brings up the fact that there's still a bunch of fakeness and shit going on at the table. And she says Sheree will probably be upset with her for bringing this up. And I was like, oh Lord, here we go. So Marlo asks Candy, girl, so are you a lesbian? And Candy's like, what? Huh? Where'd that come from? And Porsha's sitting there like, what girl? Who said that? And I'm like, really, Porsha? Really, girl? Really, bitch? So Marlo says somebody at this table said you were. And everybody's like, who? Who? Who, girl? Who? 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 Not me. You? Who? I'm like, really, bitches? So So Sheree said she wanted to tell, you know, talk to the girls separately, and that there was a one-on-one conversation that she told Marlo. Marlo told your ass she was gonna bring it up in front of everybody, trying to play the victim, Sheree. So Sheree says that she won't name names, and Candy like, really, Sheree, you ain't gonna tell me who said it? Really, girl, you know, we've been in this the longest out of everybody. You ain't gonna tell me who said this about me? Sheree then says, you know, does anybody at the table want to, you know, admit that they said it? They just sitting there just sipping on her motherfucking wine and shit like, I ain't said shit. And I'm like, yo, punk pussy ass. This is why I don't like Pheadra, because of this shit. You said it, and now you want to sit back and act like you ain't had nothing to do with this whole conversation. That's some fucked up foul ass shit. So Porsha like, well, girl, who said it? And I'm like, why the fuck are you sitting up here acting like you don't know what the conversation was, and like you ain't say the same shit your damn self about the girl? Girl, I cannot stand them two fake assholes. Freaking frack and kiss my ass. So Sheree brings up Porsha insinuating that Candy is in the closet. She was like, I don't remember saying that. I don't really remember. If I did say it, I don't really remember. It's mighty funny. This bitch got amnesia this season. She don't remember saying that Candy was a lesbian. She don't remember the shit that Pheadra said about her best friend Shamia. This bitch don't remember shit. She also then says, you know, I don't remember saying that, but you know, everybody at this table talk about everybody. But bitch, we ain't talking about everybody. We talking about you. And while she's sitting up there taking the heat, Pheadra on the other end of the table just sitting there like ain't shit going on. She ain't trying to help her friend or nothing. Then Porsha flip-flops and said, oh, okay, I do remember saying that. And yeah, I own up to it. And Candy was like, well, why you ain't squash it then if you remember saying it? So then the whole conversation about Porsha fucking Block comes up, and Candy reiterates that she never said that Porsha and Block had sex. They only dated. So Sheree says that Porsha is deflecting. Porsha says everyone says something when me and Pheadra and Sheree were sitting at the table talking. You brought up the whole Shamia situation. She said this to Sheree. Pheadra still at the damn table, not taking up for Porsha, just letting her hang out there to dry like she was the only person that said this shit about Candy. So Candy's like, you know, I'm very much a happily married woman. I have, you know, dibble-dabbled in the lady pond, and I'm not the only one to say with her ass, girl. Like, what's good? Porsha, what's good, man? Marlo asked Porsha, you know, have you ever been with a woman? She's like, you know, that's my personal business. Meaning, yeah, you have. So Candy was like, yeah, you've done just as much as I've done. Like, bitch, let's not go there. Porsha acting like she ain't never did nothing, when we all know later on this season is gonna come out that her and Candy kissed each other, and that she is the one that initiated the kiss. Now, she's gonna lie at first and say that it never happened until Candy brings out the receipts. And this is why I don't fuck with Porsha, because she's a fucking liar and she don't own up to shit. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Kenya, and I say I get in Kenya's ass too, but at least Kenya own up to her shit. She don't sit up there and lie and act like she ain't say shit. Porsha punk ass and Pheadra punk ass get on my fucking nerves with that shit. Y'all want to talk about hoes, but then y'all don't want to say it to their fucking face. Porsha like, you don't know what I've done and this and that. She do know what you've done because you did it with her. What the fuck are you talking about, ma'am? So Hazel, Candy, Cynthia, and Kenya head back to the room. Sheree and Marlo head back to their room together. And then Porsha and Pheadra head back to their own separate room. And all the ladies are having their own separate conversations. Sheree tells Marlo that the girls are going to think that she's messy. Ain't no think about it, girl. You are. Candy says to the girls, you know, when she was sitting there waiting on to find out who was the one that said this about her, that she was like, surely it wasn't Porsha. Like, I know this bitch out of everybody at this table ain't the one to be walking around talking about I'm a lesbian. Like, surely not this loose hoe. He was like, cause she's hooked up with women, and when she's drunk, she's an aggressive lesbian. And I 100% believe it. So Porsha says she don't know what I've done, but I know her business. And they both then insinuate that they don't want to have to spill the tea on each other, but they will if they're pushed. And that was basically the end of the episode, and I just cannot wait to get further into the season to see this shit explode, because I'm 100% team Candy with this. Pheadra and Porsha was dead fucking wrong for what they did and what they said about her and trying to insinuate things about her when they not even spilling their own motherfucking truth. I give tonight's episode a B+. And once again, the February Color Me Pink book club pick is the Angie Martinez memoir. I got my copy. I just started reading it. We'll be gathering at the end of this month. I will let you know next week what day specifically we will meet up on YouTube Live to discuss the book. It is available at Amazon and BarnesandNobles.com or anywhere books are sold. It is only available in hardback and on Kindle. Paperback is not available yet. I cannot wait to discuss this book with you all. Make sure you check out my All Tea All Shade Beyonce 2017 Grammy Performance Live Reaction video. Also, since you all love this makeup look, the last time I wore it so much, I did a makeup tutorial on this look. So be looking out for that to be dropping sometime tonight, tomorrow, or Tuesday, one of these days. It'll be up soon. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all tomorrow for my Love and Hip Hop New York review. Love you. Bye.